Hello guys, in this video I am going to explain about Cramer's rule for 3 by 3 matrix. So in our coming classes, so as I said in my previous video, we are going to discuss about different techniques. For example, if I give the circuit or if I give the system, so we need to find some unknown parameters in the circuit by using mesh analysis, super mesh, nodal or super nodal analysis or any other techniques. For example, if you apply mesh analysis to this particular circuit or system, you get three linear equations because here we have how many loops? Here you have three loops, so that you will get what? Three linear equations. For example, now let us consider that the three linear equations are I1 plus 2I3 equal to 9. This is my equation 1. This is a linear equation I get when I applied mesh analysis to the circuit. The second one here, 2I2 plus I3 equal to 8. This is my equation 2 here. And equation 3 is what? 4I1 minus 3I2 equal to what? Minus 2. This is my equation 3. Now here, by using Cramer's rule, I need to find some unknown variables from this linear equation. What are the unknown variable from these three equations? So you need to find I1 and you need to find I2 and you need to find I3. So in my previous video, I have explained about 2 by 2 matrix, right? This is for 3 by 3 matrix. That means you have three unknown variables, I1, I2, I3. Now see, you just observe here in equation 1, you don't have I2 terms. That means what? I2 term is what? 0 here. 0 I2 plus 2I3 equal to 9. And now here in this equation 2, you don't have I1 term. That means you need to assume that I1 term is what? 0. 0 I1 plus 2 I2 plus I3 equal to what? 8. Now in this third equation, you don't have I3 terms. Now you need to consider that I3 term equal to what? 0. 3I2 plus 0 I3 equal to minus 2. This is our modified equations. Now here you can find I1, I2, I3 by using Cramer's rule. What are the formulas for I1? Delta I1 by delta. And here I2 you can find that by using delta I2 by delta. And here I3 equal to what? Delta I3 by delta. So if you know what is delta, delta I1, delta I2 and delta I3, you can find I1, I2, I3. So here delta you can return from the equation 1 and equation 2, equation 3, so that you can write here I1, I2, I3 variables from equation 1 in the first row, and second row I1, I2, I3 variables from equation 2, and third row I1, I2, I3 from equation 3. Now see here, if I write it here, from equation 1, I need to write I1 term, I2 term and I3 term. What is the I1 coefficient here? 1, and I2 coefficient 0 and I3 coefficient 2 from equation 1. Now in equation 2, I1 coefficient is what? 0 and I2 coefficient 2 and I3 coefficient 1. Therefore, from equation 3, I1 coefficient 4, I2 coefficient minus 3 and I3 coefficient 0. Okay, completed. Now here you need to find the determinant of delta. Now in order to find the determinant of delta, for 2 by 2 it is very easy, but for 3 by 3 also easy, but you need to be careful here. So first you need to write plus 1. So here this is what I have chosen, this one. Now when I choose this one, I should not consider this row and I should not consider this entire column at one row. Okay. So here if I choose 1, this row should not consider and this column should not consider. And what are the remaining variable here? 2, 1, minus 3 and 0. Yes or no? Yes. Now here I have taken plus. The next one is what? Minus. Now here what is the second term here? 0. I need to keep 0 here. Now when I consider 0, I should not consider this entire row and I should not consider this column. Therefore, what are the remaining variables here? 0, 1, 4, 0. So 0, 1 and 4, 0. Now here the first one I have taken plus, the next one I have taken minus. Now this is what? Plus. So always plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, something like that. Now here What is the variable here? 2. Okay, 2. Now if I consider 2 here, I should not consider this row and I should not consider this column. Now what are the remaining variable? 0, 2 and 4 minus 3. Now I hope you know, I already explained for 2 by 2 matrix, right? This is 1. And what is the determinant of 2 by 2? 2 into 0, 0. Therefore, when I'm multiplying from down to up, I should keep minus. Therefore, minus 3 into 1, minus 3, minus minus will become what? 3. Okay, clear. This is 1 into 0 plus 3. Here we have what? 0, right? Minus 0. 0 into anything will become 0. So I no need to multiply here. Therefore, here you have 2. And now 0 into minus 3, 0. Now when I am going from down to up, I should keep minus. Therefore, 4 into 2, 8. Now here what we have left? 1 into 3, we have 3. And 0 into anything will become 0. Therefore, 2 into minus 8, what? Minus 16. So 3 minus 16 means what? Minus 13. Therefore, delta mod determinant of delta is what? Minus 13. I hope you understood how to write delta. Now we need to write delta I1. When you write delta I1, instead of I1 terms in the delta, you need to keep constant values from equation 1, 2, 3. What are the constant values? 9, 8, minus 2. So instead of I1 values, I need to keep 9, 8, minus 2. And remaining I2, I3 terms are same here. I2 and I3 terms are what here? So 0, 2 and 2, 1, minus 3 and 0. You need to find the determinant of delta I1. The procedure is same as the delta. Now you need to keep 9. So what 9? Plus 9. Now here you should not consider this row and this column. So you will get 2, 1, minus 3 and 0. Now I should write minus 0, right? Plus minus. Now here see, you should not consider this row and this column. Therefore you will get what? 8, 1, minus 2, 0. And here what? Plus 2. Now you should not consider this entire row and entire this column. So you have remaining thing 8, 2, minus 2, minus 3. Now the same procedure. You need to find the determinant. 9. So 2 into 0, 0. Therefore, when you go from down to up, you need to keep minus. Therefore, minus 3 into 1, minus 3. Therefore, minus minus plus. Therefore, 0 into anything, it will become 0. So we no need to waste. We no need to spend our time here. Therefore, here plus 2. See here. So 8 into minus 3, minus 24 here. Okay. Okay. And here what happened? This one, when we are going up, you need to what? Minus. So minus 2 into 2, minus 2. Therefore, this minus minus will become what? 4. Okay, clear. Now, what is the remaining here? For delta I1, you get what? So 9 into 3, 27. And this is, of course, it is 0. Therefore, here minus 24 plus 4, you get minus 20. Minus 20 into 2, you get what? Minus 40. Yes or no? Yes, minus 40. Therefore, the resultant is what? Minus 13. This is the determinant of delta I1. Now here, determinant of delta I2, what you need to do? Instead of I2 terms, now you need to keep constant values. What are the constant values? 9, 8, minus 2. Therefore, instead of I2 terms, I am keeping 9, 8, minus 2. And I1 and I3 terms are same. What are the I1 terms? 1, 0, 4. And what are the I3 terms? 2, 1, 0. Now here the procedure is same for delta and delta I1. Now I need to consider plus 1. Now what are the remaining 2 by 2 matrix? When I consider 1, don't consider this row and don't consider this column. This is 8, 1, minus 2, 0. Now here you need to write what? Minus. So here minus 9, the second one. Now don't consider this row and don't consider this column. You have what? 0, 1, 4, 0. And now here this is what? Plus 2. Now if you don't consider this row and this column, the remaining thing is what? 0, 8, 4, minus 2. Now here you need to what? Multiply. So 8 into 0, 0. When you multiply this one, you need to write minus. Minus 2 into 1, minus 2. Therefore, minus minus will become plus. Therefore, minus 9 into 0 into 0, 0. and you get minus 4, and here 2, 0 into minus 2, 0. Therefore, when you go from down to here, 4 into 8, 32. Okay, clear. Now here 1 into 2, 2. Therefore, so here this minus minus will become plus. Therefore, 9 into 4, 36. And here what? This is what? Minus 32 into 2, you can write minus 64. Okay. Now, if you calculate, if you cancel this one, you will get what? Minus 26. Just for time saving, I am returning this direct value. And here we understood the determinant of delta, delta I1 and delta I2. And the same as delta I3 means what? Instead of I3 terms, you need to write the constant values. What are the constant values here? 9, 8, minus 2. And remaining I1, I2 terms are same. What are the I1 and I2 terms? 1, 0, and here 0, 2. And next one is what? 4, 4, minus 3. This is what? The matrix of delta I3. Now you need to find the determinant of delta I3 as well. Now you need to keep 1. Now don't consider this row and column. The remaining is what? 2, 8, minus 3, minus 2. And now here minus 0. Now if you multiply 0 into anything, it will become 0. So you no need to write this matrix here. And here plus 9. Okay, don't consider this row and this column. The remaining thing is what? 0 to 4 minus 3. Now here if you multiply this one, 1 into, so 2 into minus 2, therefore minus 4. Now when you multiply here, you need to keep minus. So here 3 into 8, therefore you will write 24. Okay, and this is completed. Okay, 0 into anything will become 0. Therefore plus 9. So 0 into minus 3, this is what? 0. And now 4 into 2, this is what? 8. Clear. Now here what? This is 1 into minus 28. And here plus 9 into what? Minus 8. Okay. So therefore here you will get what? Delta I3. Therefore this is what? Sorry, here this is minus 4. And here this is what? Plus 24. Okay, this is not minus. See here we did somewhere mistake here. So this 2 into minus 2 is what? Minus 4. And when you are going from down to up, you need to keep minus. So here 8 into 3, 24, minus minus will become what? Plus. This is what? Plus 24. Therefore here you will get what? Plus 20. Okay, not 28. So this is what? Plus 20. Okay, plus 20 and minus 72. So what? See, this is what? Minus 52. See, just I have misplaced here. Instead of minus, I have, instead of plus, I just kept minus. Therefore the total delta determinant of delta I3 becomes wrong. Therefore once if this is wrong, your I3 value is going to be wrong. So when you are finding the determinant of delta, delta I1, delta I2, delta I3, we should be very careful with plus and minus and all. Now see here, I found determinant of delta, delta I1, delta I2, delta I3. Now this is the time to find I1. What is the formula for I1? Delta I1 by delta. What is delta I1? Determinant minus 13 by, and what is the delta determinant? Minus 13. Minus 13 by minus 13. Therefore this is what? 1. Now here what about delta I2? Delta I2 by delta. Now what is the determinant of delta I2? Minus 26 by minus 13. So minus minus will get cancelled, 13 ones and 13 twos. Therefore I2 is what? 2. And what about I3? Delta I3 by delta. What is the determinant of delta I3? Minus 52. So here you will write minus 52 by minus 13. So this minus and minus will get cancelled, 15 ones and 13 ones and 13 fours. Therefore this is what? 4. Now finally you have find what? I1, I2 and I3, and these are what? 1, 2 and 4.